teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Here's Goff now on second down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now Goff, fighting to stay upright. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Goff on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
They'll give it to him up the middle. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And Anthony Barr just has it all as far as I'm concerned in terms of physique, athletic ability, and now he's versatile as well. When he came out of UCLA, he played outside linebacker, but also down defensive end. The Vikings can utilize the same sort of skills.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. 3rd and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, receiver. You're hot. Hey, gun. Black.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Dula. Jester.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Goff now looking to throw. They got him in. It's Woods. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams 1st. On 1st and 10, Goff. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
First.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, who is this guy? He's special. And he said, dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field.
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, was his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a give. This is Murray. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go back to Murray on first down. Down right around the 25. Tackle made there by Trayvon Howard. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. A give. This is Cook. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
All right, now here we go. Oh, through. Wide.
On play action, Cousins. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
I'm trying to collect. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Merlin. Twos.
Goff on first down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Goff. Open man right side is cut, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Goff now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Tiger. Starting left here. Tiger. Cut.
To throw is Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The left side caught by Diggs. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 44 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's going to be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Richardson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now it's gone. Shakes off the sack. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A man who played on this very field for USC, Everson Griffin, in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Play fake, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Rams getting set to go now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Everyone's got four down. Cut. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on third down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working.
5.
Third and long. It's gone. And open its cup. He's got it. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Starting left here. 5. 12.
Gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So now from a defensive perspective, they might still have a pulse.
Yeah, that probably would have sealed their fate, but now they're still within 2 scores.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Third and short yardage. Cousins. That's caught by Treadwell. 18 yards there and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, Steamer. Black. Yellow. He's in there. Yellow.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This will be caught at about the 5. Cousins able to connect with Treadwell for a Minnesota first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, it's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Cousins again. And this is incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Again they run with Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hekker now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Throwing, Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Cousins. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Cousins to throw. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Here's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out. Now Cousins. And down he goes on the pressure.
pressure from the Rams defense. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. They go play action. Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Wide, wide.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And the kick here will be good, but that doesn't do anything besides maybe make the final score a tiny bit more palatable, as that's how this one comes to an end. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for L.A., hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for the visa. Pulling up know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you when no, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now.